Well, hey there, I'm Paul Gross. After several days of that muggy, sticky air, which was very unstable, made for a very active pattern with all these storms popping up here and there with torrential rain, we have transitioned into a much more stable air mass, and that's going to stay with us pretty much into the first part of the weekend at least. So here's yesterday's cold front. That's the front edge of this cooler, drier air. That's down to the south, and through the day today, we're going to stay dry. Well, we'll call it partly cloudy. There'll be a mix of clouds and sun, and then we're going to stay that way through the day tomorrow. Lots of sunshine through tomorrow. We're kind of in between fronts here. So tomorrow morning's rush hour, no problem. Tomorrow afternoon's rush hour, no problem. You'll need the sunglasses. That's probably your only problem is the sun. All right. Tomorrow night late, we're talking about overnight, Wednesday night into first thing Thursday morning, a weak front is going to come through. There might be a couple of light showers with it. I think most of us are going to just be dry with this thing coming through, which means that we'll be dry basically today through at least Saturday. So a good stretch of dry weather. This high is going to keep diving south, and that will reinforce another cool, dry air mass coming overhead. But you notice this front has pushed southward, and that's because the jet stream has pushed south. So this is Thursday's jet stream, and I want you to notice something. Here's a dip in the east. That's generally cooler air. And then notice this mountain, or ridge as we call it out west. That's warmer air. So watch as I put it in motion from this Thursday all the way into the middle of next week. You'll see that for the most part, this eastern dip or trough in the jet stream pattern is going to kind of stay. This is it right here. And then notice out west, bulging way up to the north into Canada. So you'll be hearing about heat out there. But for us, this dip in the jet stream, it's pretty much an insurance policy preventing us from getting back into that hot, sticky, steamy air. So we should stay pretty comfortable for a pretty good while here, I suspect. All right, so today we'll call it partly cloudy. We'll call it 80 degrees for a high. It'll be upper 70s to around 80. Looks like perhaps even low to mid 70s in the northern thumb, where you're going to get your air off of Lake Huron with that north wind. But it's only 5 to 10 miles per hour, but that's enough to cool you off a bit. All right, tonight, 60 in the city. We will have some 50s for overnight lows, mid to upper 50s in spots, so that's very comfortable sleeping weather. Now, tomorrow, ahead of the next cold front, we do bump up a bit back into the mid-80s, but it's going to be a dry, warm day. It's going to be warm, but it's going to be a dry air mass. So behind that cold front Thursday, cooling off back to 80. Friday, lots of sun, 78 degrees for a high. And then notice also, starting Friday morning, lows in the 50s here, at least Friday, Saturday, and maybe even some spots into Sunday. The only change to the forecast, we've had to introduce at least the chance for a shower on Sunday. It's very uncertain right now. Some models say yes, some models say no. We'll keep an eye on that for you, but the bottom line is, again, mainly dry through the weekend with, again, that possibility of an exception on Sunday, and then we have temperatures staying at or even a little bit below average.